What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Crew 2, and in this video we'll be taking a look at the Proto Rocket and the lovely Proto Hornet, which is hilarious because this is literally like the first boat you get. I think it's insanely cheap, and I think everyone starts out with this boat, I'm pretty sure. And it's funny how this boat is better than pretty much all the other ones here, the Leopard and the Sportsman. I literally don't even use these at all, but now we have a new boat on the block, the Proto Rocket, which from driving this thing a little bit and testing it out, I must say this thing is actually very, very nice and handles great, has a lot of great speed to it, and it seems like it's very, very good compared to the other boats, and it might even be on par with the lovely Hornet there. So let's go test them out a little bit. Let's do some top speed runs, some handling, like tight turns, and let's do a race in each one and see how they compare to each other. And, well, honestly, if you're looking in the market for a boat, obviously the Proto Hornet might be your best bet because I believe this thing is very cheap. It's been a while since I got this thing, so let me know how much this thing actually costs in the comments below. But I know it's not insanely expensive. The Proto Rocket, on the other hand, is like 100-something thousand, I believe, as well. This boat might cost a little money, but nonetheless, having a good boat in each class and even multiples to use for certain skills or races is a very, very good thing to have. So let's go test these out right now, starting off with a top speed run on both boats. So guys, starting right off with the Proto Hornet here. Now I'm going to do a top speed run on this thing and test out a little bit and do some handling tests on it and then compare it to the Proto Rocket as well. So let's jump right into this. So what is the cruising speed of this boat? So pulling down the analog stick here, I know a lot of the boats do differ there. So this boat's going to do anywhere from 99 to 101 miles an hour and stay in that ballpark there. So if you are wondering as well about that, so if you are racing the boat, let's say, and you're trying to use your nitrochemist or whatever, so top speed run right now with it, 125 miles an hour with this boat is amazing. So if you guys are racing this boat around, let's say you're doing turns and all that, the goal is to keep the speed up when doing that. So you're not going to really be doing 130 miles an hour, although you could get your speed up pretty dang good there. And probably get a really, really good score if you can manage to keep your speed up. But having nitrochemist helps because you have all that nitrous and you probably won't run out as long as you're not pushing it really hard to get the top speed of the boat there. The main goal with these is to keep the boat speed up in order to get the good score there. So overall, how is the Proto Hornet? Well, we all know this boat is the king overall. That might be taken though from the Proto Rocket soon, I'm not going to lie. That boat is pretty amazing. So overall, doing a sharp turn here with this boat as well and going back this way, you'll notice that the boat will get its speed right back up pretty dang fast. And I do like the stability of the Hornet. It is very, very good. This is my favorite boat to race around on and do summit races with. It's just so good, and it seems like the handling is very stable on it. Although there are some things I really like about the Rocket as well. Let's get into that boat right now. So now jumping into the Proto Rocket here. Now I'm not going to lie, this boat is freaking really good. Like, I don't know if it's going to be the best boat in the game now, but I think it's going to be very, very close. Let's go do this thing now. There's something about the handling of this boat that just feels a lot better than the Hornet. I'll get into this a little bit more, and I'm racing it in the Vegas race there. So overall speed cruising on this boat without nitrous is 96 to 97, so about 3 to 4 miles an hour shorter than the other boat there, which really isn't too bad, but I don't really think you'll see too much of a difference. Hitting nitrochemist on this boat now does have a bit of more high speed there. It does 129 miles an hour, so you're going to have about 4 miles an hour faster than the other boat as well, which really doesn't make too much of a difference, if I'm being honest. I believe it's more about how the boat can hold its speed, and turning and all that makes a big difference. So let's go back, turn around here. You guys will notice too when driving the Rocket, I don't know what it is, but the handling of this boat is so stable. Like, it's absolutely insane. Like, look at that. It's so stable. Like, I couldn't believe that when I was first testing it. Like, it's absolutely amazing. So let's go do the same thing with this boat. Let's go race it by these rocks over here. Do a sharp turn and come out of the turn with it as well. So the goal with these, like I said, is to keep the speed up, and it seems like these boats obviously do a great job. I'd say any of these boats could do this. Do this right here. So come out of the turn there. I would have a feeling that the Rocket's going to be faster than that Hornet, honestly. And the main reason I say that is how it handles and how it rockets out of turns like this. No pun intended there. And we can all give this thing a win for its looks as well. Oh, as soon as I run it into a rock and ruin its looks. So overall, look at that. Get the speed right up. Nitrochemist is absolutely ridiculous on all the classes, I swear. This is absolutely amazing. Anyway, let's go jump into the Vegas race right now with both boats and talk about this more. This is absolutely insane. So jumping into the first race here with the Proto Hornet now. Obviously, this boat has been #1 pretty much for a very long time. Hilariously enough, this is pretty much the first boat everybody gets in the game, and it's been king pretty much the entire time. I have a feeling that might be changing here soon, though, because I've been noticing a lot of the leaderboards. The Proto Rocket has been on top. I'd say that's for good reasoning, though. So overall, what are the big differences I've noticed with both boats? So first things first, the handling I noticed compared to the Rocket does seem a little different on the Hornet. I wonder if that is because how boats are designed. Obviously, they are different. This boat seems a little more janky. That boat has a little more stability, at least what I've been noticing driving them both. It rockets out of turns a lot easier. has more speed when coming out of the turns, which is a big plus in these races especially. You really don't want to be struggling too hard coming out of a turn. You want the best time you could possibly get on these. And when these boats are struggling on turns and losing all their speed and stuff like that, that is a big no-no. So I do think the Rocket's going to be pretty much owning most of the boats in that aspect there, considering there's only 5 boats. Probably not the hardest thing to do, but having a boat that you guys can run on these summits is going to be very important, and having something you don't have to struggle with or have issues with is also something I'm trying to look for as well in these. So it is important to test all these boats out and see how they actually do, and I would have to say that obviously the Hornet is a great choice still. Most people probably already have this boat anyway, but if you guys are looking to grind for something new or you're looking to get a new boat, in the Jet Sprint class, you want to test something out, I would recommend getting that boat, and obviously I cannot drive that well right now. But that is some of the issues I have with this boat, is the handling on it just sometimes bothers me with even this boat, and that's even using it in summits. I've always had that issue with it, and that's kind of been bugging me since I've always used it. I've adjusted the handling on it, but it still seems to do that, and it's still really, really good overall in the Jet Sprint class. I mean, obviously this is my go-to boat, and it has been for a very long time. Anyway, let's jump right into the Proto Rocket right now. So now jumping into the race with the Proto Rocket, and I'm going to be 100% honest, I've been digging this boat since it came out. When I first saw this thing, I was very interested in it. Just to have a new Jet Sprint boat, I was like, finally, we only have like 4 or 5 boats, let's get another one in these class and test this thing out. And surely enough, this boat is insanely good. I know it's kind of expensive for this class. I believe it's over 100 something thousand. I honestly don't really remember. But I know it's really expensive compared to the other boats there. But I've been noticing a lot of things about this boat compared to the Hornet that I really wanted to mention. So first things first, the handling overall on this boat seems way better than the Hornet. Now, I don't know if that's just me. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But the stability of the Rocket is absolutely insane. Like, you can hit easy high speeds with it. It can jump, and it can also catch its speed a little bit faster than the Hornet, which I think is why this boat might end up start taking over, especially on a lot of the summit races and all that, because I've been wanting to use something different. This thing got up to 125 right there and kept its speed. The stability is amazing. Even holding the analog stick down like that and drawing into walls also helps a lot too. But overall, it is definitely a very, very good boat. And the funny thing about it is the fact that the Hornet pretty much had the crown the entire time. Now we have a new boat on the block. It's kind of cool seeing a new vehicle added in one of these classes, and actually is really, really good. I like seeing that. Sometimes the vehicles added, they just can't take the crown of the other cars that are on top. But it seems like the Rocket is going to be able to do that. Going right around that turn there, look at that. Like, the stability of this boat is mind-blowing. And it's so fast too, like you can easily hit 126 there. I'm sure the other boat could too. But it seems overall that the Rocket has more speed coming out of corners, and it catches itself easier, which I definitely think makes this thing a lot faster than the other boat. Like right there, I got 1 minute and 38.9 seconds, which beat the other boat by about 5 seconds there, which is a big difference, especially in the summit races. Absolutely amazing. If you guys are in the market for a boat, obviously the other boat is going to be very, very cheap, so the Hornet is going to probably be like, I think it's 10 or 15k. I know it's like one of the first boats you get in the game. This boat, I'm pretty sure, is about 100 something thousand. I'm not 100% on that. It might be more. Let me know if I'm wrong on the price there. I probably am. But this boat is something I highly recommend looking into. The Rocket's handling is just so stable. It feels great, and this thing just rockets around turns. I'll actually take it this way for a second too and drive it a little bit. It just kind of blows my mind how good it feels when racing it. Like, they did a great job with it. I did mention that when I was doing the review on it as well. Like, they really did a great job of driving this, like, designing this boat. Like, it really is amazing. The nitrous catches it very well. So I went so fast at the top of that bridge right there. Wow. So hitting the nitrous, obviously something you guys are going to want to look for in these boats. That was one thing I've always wanted to test on them, and I noticed that with the Hornet was struggling a little bit. So coming out of turns, when you guys are going around like sharp turns and stuff like that, you'll notice the boat will lose its speed. How fast can it get its speed back is something I always look for, and it seems like this boat can do that with ease. Pretty amazing overall. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and definitely check out the Rocket because this boat is incredible. I'm mind blown, and this thing is freaking awesome looking. Like, wow. Anyway, here are the settings I'm running on my boats. Definitely try those out if you guys are struggling, because the Jet Sprint class overall is kind of weird to get used to. And here are the settings I'm running on the Proto Hornet. And here are the settings I'm running on my Proto Rocket.